Hello everyone. Welcome to Aroma Chemistry. I am Dr. Zosimus Divya Lobo. Shall we learn about infrared spectroscopy? Infrared spectroscopy deals with the recording of absorption of radiation in the infrared region of electromagnetic spectrum. The position of a given infrared absorption is expressed in terms of wavelength in micron or more commonly in terms of wave number, since it is directly proportional to energy. The absorption of infrared radiation by a molecule occurs due to quantized vibrational and rotational energy changes when it is subjected to infrared irradiation. Thus, infrared spectra are often called vibrational and rotational spectra. Let us see the theory of infrared spectroscopy. IR absorption spectra originates from transitions in vibrational and rotational energy levels within a molecule. On absorption of IR radiation, vibrational and rotational energies of a molecule are increased. When a molecule absorbs IR radiation below 100 centimeter inverse, the absorbed radiation causes transition in its rotational energy levels. Since these energy levels are quantized, a molecule rotational spectrum consists of discrete lines. When a molecule absorbs IR radiation in the range of 100 to 10,000 centimeter inverse, the absorbed radiation causes transition in its vibrational energy levels. These energy levels are also quantized, but vibrational spectra appears as bands rather than discrete lines. The energy difference between various rotational energy levels of a molecule are far less than that between its vibrational energy levels. Thus, a single transition in vibrational energy levels is accompanied by a large number of transitions in rotational energy levels. And so, the vibrational spectra appears as vibrational rotational bands instead of discrete lines. The two modes of fundamental molecular vibrations known as stretching and bending vibrations. First, we see the stretching vibration. Stretching vibrations, the distance between the two atoms increases or decreases, but the atoms remain in the same bond axis. Stretching vibrations are of two types, such as symmetrical stretching and asymmetrical stretching. Symmetrical stretching mode vibration, the movement of atoms with respect to the central atom is simultaneously in the same direction along the same bond axis. Asymmetrical stretching mode of vibration, one atom appears the central atom while the other departs from it. The next we see the bending or deformation vibration. In such vibration, the positions of the atoms changes with respect to the original bond axis. Bending vibrations are of four types, that is rocking, scissoring, wagging and twisting. Let us see the rocking vibration. The movement of atoms takes place in the same direction with the change in the bond axis. Next, scissoring. Scissoring vibration, the movement of atoms is in the opposite direction with the changes in the bond axis as well as the bond angle they form with the central atom. Then, scissoring and rocking are in-plane bending vibrations. Let us see the wagging vibration. Vibrations of two atoms simultaneously move above and below the plane with respect to common or central atom. Next is twisting. The last we see the twisting mode of vibration. The one of the atom moves up and the other moves down the plane with respect to the common atom. Then wagging and twisting or out of plane bending vibrations. Let us see the instrumentation of infrared spectrometer. First, radiation source. Infrared radiation is usually produced by electrically heating a nuanced filament or a globe to 1000 to 1800 degrees Celsius. The infrared radiation of successively increasing wavelength is used. The radiation from the source is divided into sample and the reference beams of equal intensity by a beam divider. Next we see the monochromata. The combined beams passes through the prism or grating of monochromata, which disperses the beam into various frequencies. Since the prism or grating rotates slowly, it sends individual frequency bands to the detector, thus allowing a scan of frequency bands. Grating gives a better resolution than prisms consist of a series of parallel and straight thin lines on a smooth reflecting surface. The spacing between lines is of the order of few angstrom depending on the desired wavelength range. Next one is a sample and the reference cells. The reference and sample beams passes through the reference cell and the sample cell respectively. Glass and quartz cannot be used as window of cells and optical prisms because they absorb strongly in most of the IR region. Thus, alkali metal halides such as chlorides of sodium and potassium and bromides of sodium and potassium are most commonly used as these are transparent to the most of the IR region. Next is a detector. Detector and amplifier. The detector is a thermocouple which measures radiant energy by means of its heating effect that produces current. Due to difference in the intensity of the two beams falling on the detector, an alternating current starts flowing from the detector to the amplifier where it is amplified and relayed to the recorder. It records IR spectra as a plot of wavelength or a wave number of absorbed radiations against the intensity of absorption in terms of transmittance or absorbance. Hope you have learned about basic theory and instrumentation of IR spectroscopy. See you in the next video. Thank you.